And we're joined now by Ivanov in Brussels. He's the political secretary for the agriculture sector at the European Federation of Food, Agriculture and Tourism Trade Unions. Welcome to TRT World, Ivan. Now, the European Federation for Food, Agriculture and Tourism Trade Unions proposes a work stoppage past 32.5 degrees Celsius for farms with tight harvest windows. How do we avoid massive food spoilage if work grinds to a halt during heat waves?
Thank you, first of all, for inviting me. Maybe let's clarify something. When we speak about the different limit values and also the 32.5 degrees, we're not speaking about air temperature, but we're speaking about a heat indicator. I know it's getting a bit technical, but this is the so-called wet bulb globe temperature index, which takes several parameters into account. Surely also air temperature, but also humidity, work intensity, airflow. So when we talk about air temperature alone, this will be much higher than the 32.5 degrees. And I was recently attending also a conference, a scientific one, where there's estimates, let's say, for the past year, 2025, let's say how many days would pass these thresholds. And we speak about 3 to 4 days in Southern Europe, where we know that we have already for some time issues with heat waves, with extreme weather events. So we are not speaking about, let's say, a regular case, but more like exceptional cases. So I don't see that the issue, let's say, with impacts, with repercussions on food security and food getting spoiled. And let me also get one thing straight. I mean, those are, let's say, all scientific evidence which has estimated reaching this limit values, it becomes also biologically, physically very dangerous also for the human body to work under this conditions and with the given work intensity. And I think we are all clear that when we have to choose between human health, human lives, and let's say in crops, I think the priority should lies with protecting human lives.
Right, and with productivity falling 3% for every degree above 20 degrees Celsius, won't mandatory heat breaks drive up labour costs as well as prices for consumers at the supermarket?
I mean, it depends. If we take some preventive and protection measures, we can tackle this. And the good news are that, let's say, the measures we need to take, they are not very costly and they are quite simple. As we talk about measures like readapting the working time, providing water on the field, let's say providing for rest places, shaded rest places, introducing, let's say, regular breaks. I mean, those are measures which are, let's say, not very costly. It's not very also complicated, but if introduced, we can actually address this productivity loss, which happens above certain temperature, and with that, we will, also, let's say, we will manage, let's say, to keep, let's say, the labor costs within the limits, so it has no repercussions also on food prices eventually.
And how can these breaks actually be monitored and policed by unions across remote farmlands, say employing seasonal workers?
I agree. I mean, it's difficult. We have a sector which is very fragmented. We have also a workforce in the sector which is also quite often also seasonal, migrant. So it's a challenge to monitor this. Surely we have, let's say, the common labor enforcement authorities in the different constituencies, and they need to be strengthened in terms of human capacity, so they can monitor also, let's say, these provisions effectively. But also, I think trade unions and also employers have their responsibility within social dialogue, within, let's say, the dialogue between workers' representatives and the management of the companies. We have actually different tools at the company level with health and safety representatives, with workers' participation, with collective bargaining, and they need to be deployed. And here I see also the role for trade unions and employer organizations to monitor also these rules.
Ivan, thank you so much for speaking to us. That was Ivanov from the European Federation of Food, Agriculture and Tourism Trade Unions.
Thanks for inviting me.